What's up? Come on in. Hit that like button, subscribe. Excuse me. Welcome to another episode. Excuse me. of Focus Daily TV. Here on Focus Daily TV, we speak about biblical prophecy and how it applies right here today in this corporation known as the United States of America. Today we'll be diving into the Buck Act, when states became 14th Amendment citizens with a corporate identity. Here on this show, we watch videos and I react to it and help bring more light to the information that has been hidden about the true history of the corporate United States. That's it. Let's go. Been off a couple of days. Get back into it. The Buck Act.
Today, we have Buck Act 1940. Enfranchised the estates of American nationals as dual citizens.
So the series that I've been on for the last couple of weeks or whatever is explaining how America is a corporate institution. Also, how the states became the property of that corporate institution rather than sovereign individual areas which the Lord intended. The Lord gave these foreigners the right to come in and do business within this land. When I say Lord, I mean the God of the Bible. But in the late 1800s, around the Abraham Lincoln era, a coup took over where the banking institutes corporatized the federal government. And today we're going to delve into the state government and also corporatize us as individuals, corporatize our souls, bond men and bond women.
Of the United States of America and the corporate United States and their respective franchise of the United States. Today, we have Buck Act 1940. Enfranchised the estates of American nationals as dual citizens of the United States of America and the corporate.
So by American nationals, they're actually referring to those foreigners who, upon arriving here, they were considered to be laborers or slaves, if you will. Abraham Lincoln decided to bring everyone together as one, so that's what they mean when they freed the slaves. However, once again, it was the coup, and the banking institutes came through and overthrew all the plans Abraham Lincoln was establishing.
United States and their respective franchise.
So through the 14th Amendment, those dual citizens gained their so-called citizenship.
States of America and the corporate United States and their respective franchise of the United States Incorporated, operated as states of states. See UCC 1-308 for definitions. We're going to get to that right after.
We'll get a little bit more into the UCC later. Just know that they're trying to bring in the UCC as the law of the land rather than the word of God, which is the actual law of the land. I got a previous video on that. Go back and check it out.
To this. Allowed this enfranchisement to stand as an excuse for claims of ownership and controlling interests in the assets of the individual estate trust, including the living men and women as slaves and their private property as chattels, still presumed to be surety for.
So through the legalese, what it's actually saying is the men and women became bonded to the state, and the state was bound by the federal government. the banking institutions. This is getting a little bit more in depth to what the Sesta QD Trust actually means, what the process of registration and social security numbers and birth certificates, what's really behind that. It's actually witchcraft, which the Bible strictly forbids. Let's go.
For the depths of the United States of America Incorporated, or for the governmental services.
We're going to bring it all the way back for you.
Today, we have Buck Act 1940, enfranchised the estates of American nationals as doors.
All right. I'm going to just let it play. Just let it play. I hear you.
Today, we have Buck Act 1940, enfranchised the estates of American nationals as dual citizens of the United States of America and the corporate United States and their respective franchise of the United States Incorporated, operated as states of states, see UCC 1-308 for definitions. We're going to get to that right after this. Allowed this enfranchisement to stand as an excuse for claims of ownership and controlling interests in the assets of the individual estate trust, including the living men and women as slaves and their private property as chattels, still presumed to be surety for the debts of the United States of America Incorporated or for the governmental services performed by the United States Incorporated.
Now, I know that seems like complicated information, but luckily for you, I've made videos that'll bring you back up to this point. But until next time, hit that like button, subscribe, support the channel, #FocusDailyTV. We out.